Good morning, everyone. Got your coffee? I've got mine. So I'll try to be quick this morning, but there are a couple of things that I want to talk about. And let me tell you, as a black person, you know what I need in my life right now? I need for the Boondocks to come back. This whole thing with the Epstein files that's going on right now, South Park just not doing it for me, honey. I need my own people behind this. I need covering this. I need the Boondocks, and not now, but right now. That's what. Even if they do just a special and call it the Epstein Files, I need the Boondocks right now, like immediately. That's who we need to cover this because I mean, yeah, we're laughing and we're joking, and everybody's got jokes right now, and they're calling him um, Donica Lewinsky. Somebody on the internet said, "What if she took the fall for him all those years ago, and it was him the whole time?" I mean, people got jokes. Do you believe it though? That's the question. Do you believe it? I don't even know where this rumor came from. I don't know if it came from the Epstein files, but the only thing that I saw that was leaked from the Epstein files is when they asked Epstein if Donald Trump was dangerous, and he went on this rant. Well, basically, he said, yeah. He said that he was the most evil person that he knew. And so, yeah, he was very dangerous. And but I don't know if I believe this. And again, where's it all coming from? You know, the only reason why the Epstein files, I've never done a lot of coverage on the Epstein files because I, for one, never thought that those names would really come to light. I didn't think that white men who were this rich and this powerful would ever be held to account. But Epstein was held to account. And look at what's happening to Prince Andrew over across the pond. He's stripped of his titles and he's been exiled. But has he really? That I can't, I don't know. He's probably exiled someplace beautiful. And, and he's probably has access to all his funds. He's probably still rich, and he's probably just, not the face of the royal family, won't be participating in royal duties anymore, because of all the speculation. But is it speculation? No, it isn't, because he was there and people can prove it. Same thing with Donald Trump. It's edging closer and closer and closer to him. He was there and people can prove it. I saw where they wouldn't release those names. Once upon a time, it kicked up again, not very long ago. And those women did a press conference. Well, they were children at the time, but they're all women now. And they said if they wouldn't release those names, that they released the names. They said, we know who victimized us. We were in the same room with them being sexually assaulted. So if they won't release the names, we'll compile our own list and we'll release the names. And that was some time ago, and we haven't gotten that list. So I don't know. I don't know if you can. That's the part of it, of the whole Epstein saga, that I care about. Because I think that pedophiles need to be held to account. And especially rich ones who have the money and the power to cover up their crimes. Because if you're paying attention, I mean, really, 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 really paying attention, and it's just the truth. America, and it's sad to say, but America has been slowly on this trajectory towards attempting to normalize child pedophilia. You're hearing about it more and more and more, and it's becoming more and more and more common, to the point where you can't trust your kids around no damn body no more. Not the priests, not the pastors, not the teachers, not the Boy Scouts, not the babysitters, not any damn body. Can you trust your children around anymore? Because these pedophiles are fucking everywhere. They're everywhere. And that's why I care about the Epstein files. I don't care about two consenting men giving one another head and exchanging some bodily fluid. I don't care. I don't care about that. But I do care about stealing the innocence of children. I do care about adults victimizing children in that way. I do care about sexual crimes being committed against children. I care about all that shit. And that's why I care about the Epstein files. That's the only reason. I didn't mean to turn that so serious, but here we are. But anyway, that's not even what I want to talk about today. Have you all seen this viral video that's going around social media of this sister who's in labor? She's in active labor, and this white nurse is trying to get her medical information. Clearly not giving a fuck about the fact that this woman is 12 minutes from having her baby. She had her baby 12 minutes after that ordeal, and the mother was recording the whole thing. Now, I understand where these hospitals are so corporate now, and you got to get the information, the insurance information, because they're so greedy. It's money over health. But when I tell you that white nurse had no care, no consideration, no compassion for this black woman. And if you're in the healthcare and you're dealing with, maternity, we know that black women, our maternal mortality rates are a lot higher than that of other women. And for her to handle that the way that she handled that is the very reason why I am so afraid of white healthcare workers, and all my doctors are black. Now, I know that I can't control all of it, but I personally control as much of who my healthcare providers are as I possibly can. And throughout the years, because of the way I have been treated by white healthcare workers, I have become very proficient at speaking up for myself. I've become very proficient at it. Just speaking up for myself. Advocating for myself. That's the word that was missing me. And you have to. You can't be afraid to speak up for yourself. And you can't be afraid to have someone removed from your healthcare team. And if you don't like what's going on with your healthcare, the way you're being cared for, speak up. Don't be afraid to pull those cameras out, which was why that woman's mother pulled that camera out, because she didn't like the way her daughter was being cared for. And yeah, it was something that we needed to see. Listen, these white healthcare workers, especially the nurses, the white women nurses, them bitches be so racist. They be so racist. They do. So racist and so nasty towards us. They don't check their prejudices, their bigotry, their biases, and their racism at the door before they clock in. They walk all that shit right on in with them. Right on into the care facility with them. And it translates in how they care for us. Remember that nurse that was breaking those newborn babies' limbs, their arms and their legs? And then the way the hospital knew about it. They knew about it. And they let her come back and break more bones of black babies. They did. The hospital did that. These people are dangerous to us. Now, if you're a black person and your doctor is white and you're okay with that, or some other color and you're okay with that, that's your business. I ain't talking to you. But for the rest of you, get rid of them white doctors. Get rid of them. For the most part. Not in all cases, but in most cases. They do not care about us. When I am in an emergency room situation, and the last time I had to go to the emergency room was about, I don't know, maybe about 5 years ago. Ironically enough, it was for a broken toe, because y'all know my toe is broke right now. But I broke the same toe. That's how often I break it. I broke it. And I had to go to the emergency room. It was on a Saturday. And everything, when I saw that the doctor was white, I said, oh my God, here we go. And when I saw that the nurse was white, I said, oh my God, here we go. And they smiled and everything, and they said all the right things and sent me for the x-ray and everything. Came back, it's broke. Come back, and it's okay. We're going to wrap it for you, and you can go and get some Tylenol to help you deal with the pain. Now, I am not someone that goes to an emergency room if I don't have to. They asked me what my pain level was. I told them that it was really high. And they told me, after they wrapped my toe, to go to CVS and get me some Tylenol. They treated me. I asked them, well, can you give me something stronger than that? Oh, no, Tylenol will be fine. If I say that my pain is higher than Tylenol, then what's the problem? I don't have a history of drug use. I don't have a history of opioid use or anything like that, abusing any kind of substances or anything like that. So what's the problem? And they 100% treated me like I was looking for drugs. They 100% treated me like that. Then a black man comes in. This black man his pain level was a lot higher than mine. They made that man because he would not stop yelling, hollering about his pain. They said they was going to call the police on this man, have him arrested and removed from the hospital because he came to the emergency room in pain. I saw that with my own eyes. It was at Prisma Health, one of the emergency rooms over here. I forget which one because I haven't been back since. So I can't recall it off the top of my head. But I wrote a review and I let people know that this is not the hospital to go to if you are in pain. That woman sat in that chair screaming and hollering, saying she could feel the baby crowning. That part when she said she could feel it in her butt, that's what she meant. It meant her baby was crowning. And that lady didn't give no fucks. Not one fuck. It's not, okay, let's get a stretcher in here. Let's get her on top of it. Let's see what's going on. Let's hurry up and get you in the room. Because, it's perfectly within the realms of their power to put her on a stretcher, put her in a room, and check her while the triage nurse asked her those questions if it was that serious. I have been in emergency room situations where that's happened. They get you on back there and then someone starts asking you those questions. But it's all become so corporate. And then you toss in a little bit of racism, a little bit of prejudice, a little bit of biases, a little bit of bigotry. Excuse me. And that's what you get. You get black people not being cared for in emergency room situations. And again, you couple that with the black women's high mortality rate, maternal mortality rate, and infant mortality rate, and someone should have got her in the room. This is why all my doctors are black. And that's all I wanted to say. Make sure your doctors are black. Make sure your dentist is black. Make sure your attorneys are black. Make sure everybody that has to look after your well-being in any way, if you're black, they should be black. And that's all I wanted to say today. With that being said, if you would like to support the Library Pantry, if you would like to support this platform, or if you would like to just buy me a cup of coffee, I'll leave my Cash App and Venmo down in the comments. Tell me what you think about that. Did you see that video? What are your thoughts? Y'all have a good day. Have a righteous day. Don't be nobody's problem today. Help other black people today. I'll talk to you tomorrow.